Alright, so a couple of things. One, as y'all know, I grew up in Hampton, Virginia. Small town, and you don't realize how small it is until you go other places and you come back. Um, I really was exhausted. I went in, and when I sat there, oh my gosh, like my goal was just to pick up my stuff and come back out, but I was so tired I had to just sit for like a good 5 minutes. But anyways, my hometown. What reminded me of that? I went in. There was a white family. The white woman had to be like my age, maybe a little bit older. And then there was a woman there that was obviously her mom. I mean, they looked like a spit image of each other. Maybe plus minus 20 years. And then you heard like this other white person that I couldn't make out at first if it was a male or a female, but I guess it was a male because I hate to say it, but the first thing to do, like for me, like there's a lot of people that you can't distinguish the sex. I look at the chest. If I see what appears to be real boobs, then I'll say, okay, that's a female. But to be honest with you, though, I've seen on ads and things like that some people that profess to be men that have real boobs. And I actually met a person that I thought was a lady, but that was really a man that was a lesbian. This is crazy. Let me tell you. This story is okay. So I don't know. Maybe this person might be on the run or something. I don't know what the deal is. But I went to this church. There was what appeared to me, an attractive lady. She kind of looked like me. But it says a lot about me, huh? But she kind of looked like me in the fact that she had a round face with a gap in between her teeth. And she had her makeup done really well, this, that, and the other. She seemed to be quote unquote thick. So later that night, this is when I first came in. I needed a place for the night. Um, she wasn't really on the up and up, but through some coaxing, I went there. And the girl that I thought was her friend was actually her lover. And the plot thickens. Not only was the girl that I thought was her friend her lover, but the woman lived like what I thought was the woman lived in a senior citizens home. Now, so the situation was this, that the lady, how it all happened, because like I said, I needed a place for the night through a different type of church. So I was like, okay, this is safe. But the lady, it comes to find out, like I said, that they were they were lovers, and it so happened that the woman, what I thought was the woman that was thick, that looked like me, she professed to me that the way she came across this, they came across each other was the girl needed a place to stay. So they had been quote unquote dating for like 10, 14 years. But that's not the only girl that she dates. And she made what sounded like a proposition to me. But really it might have been just to test me and see what type of person I was. That, I could be part of the group or whatever. Now, it wasn't said in such, you had to be there. But so then the woman, what I thought was the woman, the older lady, gets undressed to go to bed. Now, it's a one-bedroom apartment. It is absolutely tiny. Now, so, so I'm telling the story out of order because it's like so many different synapses hit when I think of this story. But when I came to the apartment, I saw that it was a one-bedroom apartment, and it was really small. I didn't think about it being small because I just needed a place to sleep for the night. But what brought alluded to the fact that it was small was because she said it was small. Then I noticed that, hey, it's rather cluttered in here, and it's small. It's a lot of stuff, neatly arranged, but it's tiny. So I guess they wanted to sit and talk a little bit before we went to sleep, and that's how, they were saying that that's how the first part unfolded. That she and the lady weren't just friends or church sisters or just roommates; they were lovers. Then, as the story unfolded more, they known each other for 14, 15 years. Then, as the story unfolded more, the way that they met each other was that that girl needed a place to stay. And then she stayed there. They became lovers. And then, then there were other people that, had the opportunity to fall upon the same thing. And I was just listening like, oh my gosh, are they joking? And then after a while, everybody wanted to get comfortable because it was time to, get ready to prepare for bed. So I went to the bathroom. I come out, and on the couch, there's a bra, like a huge bra. In the cups of the bra, it's just like padding, like stuffed, like somebody literally bought up some socks and stuff, and that was what the bra was made out of. The older lady said that that was her place was actually a man. I'm gonna tell you, you are exposed to a lot of stuff when you're in that type of situation. She was actually a man. She said she wasn't really what she appeared to be. She wasn't a woman. She had absolutely no breasts at all. I didn't see her breasts, but the bra and all the pattern that was in it, that's what I saw. And the wrap, there was no hair. I was thinking there were big, beautiful dreads in the wrap. No, just a bunch of fabric tied on top of her head. Wow. So she goes on to tell the story that she is a hermaphrodite. So I guess really being a hermaphrodite meaning that she has male parts. Like she's mostly male, but she has a vagina and a penis. And I'm like, what in the world? How did we get into this conversation? Why was it okay to share it with me? What did they think they were going to accomplish by sharing this? But maybe it's just because, like when I talk about the legal thing, that's something that's shocking that most people wouldn't be exposed to. But I feel a need to share it. And sometimes when I share it, people are like, why in the world would you tell me that? But it's because you don't want to feel, you want to feel free. You don't want to feel like you're hiding something. And because it is so shocking, and even though you might not be hiding it, I guess you also want people to understand. And I was in shock. And she told me she had both parts. And I'm like, why is she telling me this? Is she telling me this because she's propositioning me? Is she telling me this because she wants to add me to her fake lesbian harem? and I'm not I'm not sexual at all, by the way. I don't really think it's my choice, but we'll ride with it. It's got by God's choice, if nothing else. But so it was just the oddest thing ever. I mean, I didn't understand it, but in hindsight, which is 2020, I understand it now that she just wanted to be free, and she was also testing the waters to see if what else could she get from that. How could they? And it's so funny. Like I used to look like on ads like roommates and stuff like that. Never found anything, but there were people that would advertise on these ads that seemed to be real ads. They would advertise free place for runaway hoes. And so perhaps that's, she was trying to see if she would be able to acquire some people in that category. Because basically, if you're in that state, you're kind of like a slave. I don't know about all that. But anyways, this was just a pastime. I'm back down. I'm so starving. Oh my God.